This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with Piper, who's wearing a different sweater today because Rick Bassman did not like her sweater yesterday when we did that special 1 hour shoot interview about the Ultimate Warrior and Sting, who, of course, Bassman brought into the business along with John Cena, countless others, The Miz, Heidenreich. Lots and lots of wrestlers came through that UPW, developmental territory. Hello there, Sam. Sam was on for my Tex McKenzie shoot interview not too long ago, earlier tonight, which I suggest people check out. Brent McKenzie, Super Tex. And I am heading to Texas December 12th for SWE Fury. I'm going to be covering that event. I've already been posting match videos from SW Fury on this channel. You can expect more of that in the coming days, including tomorrow I'm doing a live interview with Vert Vixen, who is one of the SWE Fury's female stars. And they have some great female action in SWE Fury. I've already posted 2 female wrestling matches. And probably the next one I'm going to work on is Miranda Gordy, who is very impressive. I've already watched the match. I just haven't edited it yet. But I am here for the news. So the main news of today is the big post-Survivor Series Raw did a 0.57 rating last night or Monday night, which was actually up for them. But if you want to count 0.57 is good for you, as I drink out of my Hannibal the Death Dealer coffee mug here. Nice coffee before I go hit my punching bag, because it's like minus 10 degrees outside tonight and I just don't feel like running. I'm going to do abs, free squats, and hit my punching bag for 60 to 90 minutes. I already did shoulders and traps earlier today at the gym. I'll get into your questions because that's about it for the news today. Of course, I'll give the NAWA another plug. They're supposed to be giving me more interviews this week. They have that big show December the 19th in Daytona Beach that will feature now the Nasty Boys, Kevin Sullivan and the Blood Hunter, Davey Boy Smith Jr. in perhaps his last independent appearance before he returns to the major leagues. Great lineup for that show. Amber Nova is going to be on there. If you're in the Daytona area, highly suggest you go to that. Stevie says, what's the name of my other YouTube channel? Devon Nicholson. And that YouTube channel is only my live interviews and some custom content, such as my The Hannibal TV shows are going to be posted in full on my Devon Nicholson channel. We posted episode 1 from last week, which featured the NAWA owner as well as the King of Connecticut, Matthew Granahan, and comedian Jimmy Mack. This week, the show airs live, by the way, every week from 6 to 7 p.m. It's part of the Barn Burner TV network here in Canada on Zingo TV, or you can download the Zingo TV app. It's channel 250 on there from 6 to 7 p.m. Friday nights. I have Kazania, the Russian Diamond, this week, along with another comedian and maybe a guest from Great North Wrestling. Patrick J says, thank you, Undertaker. The screenshot of this is a shot from the Survivor Series of The Undertaker and his wife. What's up with the Texas flag? As I said, I'm helping promote SWE Fury now, and I'm heading to Texas in a couple of weeks. And I used to live in Alberta. Texas is a lot like Alberta. I've been there before. I'd never been to the Dallas area before. And it's in Greenville, Texas, the event itself, which is about 50 miles outside of Dallas. Charlie Haas is going to be there. Mark Henry is going to be there. The Blood Hunter and Kevin Sullivan are going to be there. So many stars are going to be there. Tim Storm is going to be there. It's going to be a great event. SWEfury.com has more information. Quirk Whitty says, do I have any paranormal stuff coming? I posted a video yesterday of an extended interview I did with Bill Bean, who is an exorcist minister. I appeared on his show, but we talked paranormal and UFO stuff for like an hour of the 2+ hour interview. The other part is wrestling, where I reveal inside information about my situation with Abdullah right now, what's going on there, as well as other stuff. So I highly suggest people look that up. I posted it yesterday. And yeah, there will be more UFO and paranormal stuff. We actually talked some about it earlier in our interview with Brent McKenzie from SWE Fury, who probably the most interesting thing about that is he talks about a locker room fight that he had that was actually captured on tape that people can look up. And guess what? In Texas, apparently, they still go out to bars after shows, which you don't see a lot these days. Nick says, have I been able to do any events here? As far as Great North Wrestling, we presented 2 Forest of Fear matches with no crowds. It was actually recorded in a forest, the Blood Hunters Forest of Fear. There was actually supposed to be 5 matches, but 3 of the matches backed out due to fears of COVID, and I don't hold that against them. There's a lot of people paranoid about that, but the fact of the matter is most people get over it in a couple of days, and well over 99% of people that have it survive. So if you want to be afraid of that, go ahead. I defeated hepatitis C, and I'll knock on wood, skin cancer. So COVID-19, that's the last of my worries. Chris loves my interview with the One Man Gang. That was a 3.5 hour marathon interview. And what a great guy he is. I posted a few clips for non-members on this channel. There were members that watched it live. People also watched it live at patreon.com/thehannibaltv. Sam says, Undertaker to AEW. He's signed to a 20-year WWE deal. Patrick J, am I ever going to release my amateur match with Shelton Benjamin? The only person that would have that on tape is Vince McMahon, as I know they keep the cameras running before the Raw tapings. That was in January of 2005 in Toronto. And I don't believe there were cell phone cameras in existence back then. I didn't even have a cell phone in 2005. I know they existed, but I've just never been a big cell phone person. But to my knowledge, the only people that would have footage of that would be WWE themselves, if they keep the camera, if they actually keep tapes of the days of events back then. Just like it was actually the next day that I wrestled The Undertaker in Montreal before the SmackDown taping, in a similar situation before the show for about 20 minutes. I've told the story in detail on my Undertaker shoot interview compilation, but I was lucky enough to be the first extra to show up that day when he was stretching out in the ring, and he just called me in the ring and trained with me for a good 20 minutes. And for about the last, may have even been 25 minutes, for about the last 5 to 10 minutes, Ricky Steamboat was also in the ring, pretty much acting as the referee and giving out some advice. Fart Doctor, do I watch Ancient Aliens? I've seen a few shows. I'm not really that into it. Big Trip's keeping it real. Has the Undertaker ever sparred in MMA with anyone? If he has, I've never seen it. Supposedly, he's done some MMA training. Steve says nobody talks about the flu or cold anymore. Everything is COVID. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. There is a vaccine coming to the U.S. next month, and it's going to be out in Canada in January. Have I been to the Ottawa jail that's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in Canada? They promote it. To speak about this for a second, it's like it's where the last hanging was in Canada. I believe it's downtown. It's actually a hostel now. But I think a lot of that is it may have been haunted. It might still be haunted. But because they put so much publicity into it being haunted, it's always packed for the hostel. People always want to sleep there. So I think it's a lot of propaganda for that haunted jail in Ottawa, and you can't get it by yourself. I looked into renting it to do a promo in back when I was still wrestling, to do like a promo for Hannibal. I forget which match I wanted to do it, but they said because they're so packed, everyone wants to stay there. They don't even rent it out even for hour time blocks anymore because they'd be losing too much money. Donovan, would I be able to book Taylor Hendricks? It's not a. First of all, the border issue is with Canada. We're not letting Americans come here. The U.S. is allowing Canadians to come to the U.S., but not by car. We have to fly. And it's not a border issue with Taylor. The issue is we're not allowed to promote. And I've been told, even with the vaccine coming out, I've been following this because I want to promote, especially since I've been telling you guys, especially a show that's mostly female matches, because I'm a big supporter of female wrestling. I actually enjoyed the 2 SWE Fury female matches I edited over the past week. I can say that. I watched them and I enjoyed them. And I am going to have some of those wrestlers on. As I said, Vert Vixen tomorrow. Who knows? I might even have all of them on, all 4 of them. But there's other matches I'm going to post. But back to that, they won't let us promote probably till at the very earliest next summer here in Canada, or at least in Ontario, or the fall. So it's going to be a while, and that's the issue. Joshua says, streaming again, awesome. By the way, we're also on Twitch under Great North Wrestling. If you go to Twitch, Great North Wrestling, I started a Twitch channel for live streams, and here's a little secret. The unedited Ken Patira interview is on the Twitch channel. So if you want to hear those N-bombs without edits, go to Twitch. Josh is watching from Baltimore. Never been there. Lots of comments from Fart Doctor. Would there be a Forest of Fear match in the snow? Honestly, it's hard to find Blood Hunter opponents. I think literally all the Canadians are afraid to fight him at this point. And for instance, he was supposed to be on the United Wrestling Network events December 1st to 3rd. They're not doing them live in December. Originally, the Blood Hunter was going to be on the December 22nd United Wrestling Network show, but they decided against doing them live all December. And they switched them to a different date, and they couldn't find him an opponent. So his UWN debut with Sullivan will be delayed now. Rick, the women are getting better as the years go on. true. An entity says they'll try to force the vaccine on us. I don't know about that. I think the people that are going to want it are going to take it, and it's going to bring down the paranoia and anxiety levels, I hope, because I'm sick and pretty freaking tired of it, of all these paranoid people. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV. We're on Twitch too, Great North Wrestling. And subscribe to this channel. And if you don't like my news updates, go to youtube.com/Devon Nicholson. My other channel is just my extended interviews, so you don't have to be bothered by my updates and shoot interview clips. Have a great night, everybody. I'm going to go finish my coffee, probably edit another shoot clip, and go hit my punching bag.